lot of information about Donkey Kong Jigglypuff. So
I'm excited to hear about that.
They're okay. One of my good friends, Taza, who's a Donkey Kong main from Georgia, he plays DK and he labs a ton of stuff against Jigglypuff. So there are a ton of true setups that DK has on Puff, where if you just simply grab grab Puff at 90% and don't let her out of the cargo throw, she has to wiggle out and you get a free punch. It's guaranteed. You get an up air.
Wow.
So if Carter knows this tech, right, this becomes a free stock at 90%. But we'll see. We'll see what the knowledge is looking like. But I think it'll be this is Illinois versus Illinois. I know Mrs. Puff's also from Champaign, Illinois, so we get a little bit of an Illinois team kill.
And that being said, they know each other very well because they are in their own regions. And I don't know the head-to-heads because I'm from Michigan, but it does seem like Mrs. Puff knows what they're doing in this matchup, knows this player alone, because you may know the matchup, but to know the player, like, you're not just reading them at that point, you're writing their book.
Right.
Like, you know the next page before they're even trying to be there.
It's a good point, and I'm not sure there's set count either, but when you're in the same region, it's got to be pretty close, right? Or, you know, you have some sort of knowledge or understanding, or you can even look up a VOD, or you know someone who knows someone's like, what does this guy do here? So it gives you another level of it.
Plus, DK's so big. Puff just has every opportunity to hit.
It's really hard to miss. You can kind of just put out Bear, and it'll probably do it.
Same thing with DK, too. You got that big foot coming out. Like, they're both kind of like, who's the first Bear that's going to win here and get that reach?
This is like, I feel like one of the few Bear versus Bear matchups.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't know many other characters that are exclusively just trying to go fight like this, and I don't know. Weird characters for sure, and I feel like before 2024, we would not have seen this unless it was a pools match, right? And now we're seeing it the biggest stages, DK versus June. So if you're either player, you have plenty of data to go off of and understand the matchup.
Especially for Puff, too, because you always have Hungry Box. You have all the footage you need there. And you always can also check on, like, HBox's stream or, like, anything that he says about the matchup, because I'm sure he has plenty of practice with DK.
Yeah, I really interesting chip damage, but also not like an explosive, like, combo game. I don't think we're just seeing super explosive from Carter. And I think both characters can have it. Jigglypuff can set up a ton into rest. Carter can, you know, like I was talking before, like cargo throw. There's like down throw setups. So very interesting. I'm curious to see if Carter will find out at some point that this works and then, you know, accident their way into it and then be like, oh, well, now I've unlocked this piece of tech. I'm going to take it, you know, I'm going to use it for the rest of the set.
Yeah. I feel like maybe DK wants to be below Puff because then you can get that chip damage, and Puff likes to be in the air. So, like, she's going to be up on that platform a lot. You got to position yourself to try and, like, get in, get out. And maybe also in neutral right here, how they're grounded. I imagine DK has a bit of a quicker down tilt. Maybe space yourself back and try to bait just a little bit of a shield poke if you can. Yeah,
if your biggest advantage is, as DK, being able to get that grab, you want Puff on the ground. So what do you do to keep her there? And if you're on Puff's side, you're like, I want to stay in the air. So figuring out how to let or make your opponent do those things, really tricky. Barely misses the down smash, a couple frames off, I think.
DK's such a silly character.
He just spins. He just likes to spin. He spins his arm, he spins his whole body with up B. The character just likes to move around.
I'm definitely, like, top tier pilled because I think about all the things that, like, the moves to go to, and then, like, DK comes out of nowhere with something like up B. Like, I don't really think a lot of, like, maybe Samus up B does things. Or, like, that move. Like, that's such a big sweeping move.
Yeah, I think a couple of characters have kind of get out of jail free cards. Samus up B, Fox and Falco shine, and DK up B. It comes out very quick, it hits above him, and it's really strong.
That first hit, too, if you're at a good enough percentage, it just made Puff disappear completely and gave you so much time to quickly, like, you can get your punch back, you can put yourself back in center, like.
Yeah, with a few of these meter characters like DK or Samus where you have something to charge up, you want to do everything you can to begin setting those up as early as you can, just because look at the power like of what Carter is threatening here. Even though he doesn't like let it rip immediately, it's like you have it. You have the ability to send it.
It's all mentality. It scares your opponent. It makes them play a little more cautious because if they mess up, they might get that big hit that could take their stock or be the end of the game.
That's right.
Oh, that was it right there. That bear took it. Yeah. Oh.
I'm waiting for it. I just want to see it. And I know when I talk to Carter later, I'm just going to be like, we got to talk about DK Puff. Like, I got some notes for you. And I mean, even on the other side, for Mrs. Puff, it's like Puff down air links to grab and up smash at around 55%. So if you know that and they can't wiggle out of it, you just have a free setup if DK's at the right percent. So it just becomes memorizing, do you know when up smash kills? If the answer is yes, okay, time to go.
The crowd's really getting to it on this one.
This is something so special that happens all the time at shoutouts Mid Lane Melee. First rest attempt of the game, by the way. I'll get back to it. So Mid Lane has a gold bracket and a silver bracket, amateur and just regular bracket. The silver bracket, for those who don't make it into the main bracket, they go so hard. They are cheering at the top of their lungs for these silver bracket players. And Carter, not every time, but will sometimes show up in that silver bracket. And I think we're getting a little taste of that at the crowd.
You love that, though, because if you're listening to the crowd and you're someone that powers up from that, you're hearing your people behind you. You're hearing that support. That sometimes just gives you the drive. They're like, I'm here and I need to show up. I need to make my people proud. I need to display my best here. And you can really turn it up.
That's what Melee's all about. That's why we show up in person. You know, we could play online events if we wanted to. It's like, but this is it right here. You get that in-person experience. You're making these connections.
It's the adrenaline rush.
Yeah.
Especially when you can land something like this rest, and now you hear the people behind you, like you know you just did something.
Or you got hit by something unfortunate, and they're like, okay, get back into it, man. That's okay, it's okay. Shake it off.
Yeah, for Carter, that's definitely like I need to shake it off, but Mrs. Puff here knows that they just did something to
He's popping off.
grab it. Yeah.
You love it.
Ego boost there.
Yeah, I don't think there are many more big dopamine hits in Melee than like a Puff Rest, a Marth Tipper, F Smash.
Probably a DK punch.
A DK punch has got to feel awesome.
I know a Samus charge shot.
See, there you go. And it's the same thing, I'm sure.
It is. It lands and you feel that jolt. That big hit there, too. This is such a close game, I feel. If Carter can just reel it in, do not get hit, get this stock, you can turn it around right here.
I mean, you're at the juicy up air percent. You get one at around this percent, it's going to link to 40, 50%.
Oh, Randall is right there. That's the saddest, feeling. I always feel it in my heart. Where, if I had just lingered, a second longer, Randall could have caught me.
Not every character has the ability to stall just a little bit. DK, not much. Samus has, the down B. You can.
Oh yeah, the bomb bounce.
Yep. I've liked something. It's perfect timing. Thank you, Carter, for that. I was just going to say, I've been loving these down smashes from Carter as kind of like a substitute to chasing Puff. The down smash has been just like this tool to chase Puff wave dashing away. It's been really unique, and it's worked out a couple times. I was hoping to see another up B.
A third in a row would have been a little crazy.
But I think that one works. So it's maybe, but it's always scary that when you show an option too many times, you're like, okay, well now my opponent knows I can't do it anymore.
I think we go back. That was such a close game.
I think so too.
Yeah.
We got CLM chance starting right now. Carter cannot be defeated with the chance starting.
Here we go. Oh, hit the Shy Guy first.
Holding in, hits another couple Shy Guys, but makes it back no matter what.
Now, I think it's so funny between these two characters that they're so similar with their flow charts that DK went for these up air strings, trying to get the damage, and then Puff was like, oh, I see what you're doing. I'll do you one better. Yeah. I'm going to go up airs into my bears.
Actually, I'm the better character, so watch this. And just with that, tough. tough. I'd love, who can see another one?
Mrs. Puff knows exactly what he's going for. He knows it now. Sometimes that's the scary thing about going back to a stage, though, that you went so close on. The other person just knows now that what your entire game plan is, and they run with it.
Yeah, and if you don't have those cut out exactly what I'm gonna do at this stage, at this percent, at this position, you're just gonna, you're gonna succumb to whatever your opponent's knowledge is. Could see the end right here.
Not a 4-stock.
Of Mrs.
You
Puff.
can run away with that at least.
We almost saw a Mysteries 4-stock there.
Ooh.
It's a crazy just.
Oh, that DI was a little rough.
Little too late for adaptation from Carter, but great showing by Mrs. Puff. Takes advantage of DK just being huge.
And I know this hits the heart for your region as well. Like, you hear them in the background. They're loving every second of this.
They are. They're just happy to see their player on stage. It doesn't matter win or lose. We're just happy to see him here. And I guarantee you we're going to see other people from CLM at some point in this bracket. So
that rest was gorgeous. Out of nowhere. We just saw a second ago. I can't believe it. And then these bears here, too. The pressure that Mrs. Puff was putting on Carter was impeccable in Game 3.
It was. It was. I liked seeing, honestly, just a little bit more just a movement from Carter to just take advantage of, like, Puff being just slightly outside of your range. You can position yourself right under her, maybe up air a little bit more. If she's on platform, how are you going to get her off the platform? Or how do you take advantage of Puff being right above you? It's like DK's all of his moves hit above him. Start throwing them out.
I think also there's no way to know this in Game 3.